Most Toyota transmissions don't fail because something suddenly breaks. They fail because someone finally decided to do the right thing at the wrong moment. That's the part almost nobody talks about. Toyota owners usually don't neglect their transmissions on purpose. In fact, many of the most expensive failures start right after an owner tries to be responsible. A service gets approved, fresh fluid goes in, and within weeks, a transmission that had been shifting fine for years starts acting strange. Slipping, delayed engagement, harsh shifts. Then the phone call, $5,000 to $6,000. This is why transmission fluid is one of the most misunderstood topics in Toyota ownership. You'll hear confident opinions from every direction. Never touch it. Change it constantly. It's sealed for life. Flush it. Drain it. Leave it alone. Most of that advice is incomplete. Some of it is flat out wrong. If you want your Toyota to last, this is one subject where timing matters more than intention, and one bad decision can quietly turn a healthy transmission into a very expensive problem. If you've ever been unsure what to believe about Toyota transmission fluid, tap like, subscribe, and tell me what you drive. I see every comment, and this confusion costs Toyota owners more money than almost any other maintenance mistake. Before we talk about when to service a Toyota transmission, there's one thing that has to be clear first. Not all Toyota transmissions use the same fluid. Toyota has primarily used two different automatic transmission fluids, and mixing up advice between them is where most problems begin. The newer fluid is Toyota WS, short for World Standard. This fluid started appearing in most Toyota models around 2007 and is still used in many Toyotas today. If your Toyota does not have a traditional transmission dipstick, or if it has a dipstick with a black handle, it uses WS fluid. That small detail changes everything. Older Toyotas use Toyota T4 fluid. These transmissions always have a dipstick, and the handle is red. T4 behaves differently, ages differently, and follows different service intervals. A huge amount of bad advice comes from people applying T4 rules to WS transmissions or WS rules to T4 transmissions. Once you identify which fluid your Toyota actually uses, most of the confusion disappears immediately. From there, Toyota's real guidance is far simpler than online debates make it seem. Toyota transmission service is based on mileage and time, not opinions or driving myths. If your Toyota uses WS fluid, the fluid should be changed every 60,000 miles or every 6 years, whichever comes first. Time matters just as much as mileage. Even Toyotas that aren't driven often still age their transmission fluid. If your Toyota uses T4 fluid, the interval is shorter. The fluid should be changed every 30,000 miles or every 3 years, whichever comes first. Those numbers aren't arbitrary. They reflect how long the fluid can reliably cool, lubricate, and maintain hydraulic pressure before its chemistry starts to degrade. Waiting longer doesn't extend transmission life. It increases risk. This is where many Toyota owners get misled. The car feels fine, so they assume the fluid must be fine too. Unfortunately, transmission fluid often breaks down long before you feel anything from the driver's seat. By the time shifting changes are noticeable, internal wear has already accelerated. Another trap that sounds smart but often isn't is upgrading to aftermarket transmission fluid. On paper, it looks appealing. Longer life, smoother shifting, better protection. The problem is that Toyota transmissions are engineered specifically around Toyota fluid. The friction characteristics, additive packages, and pressure behavior are all calibrated with that exact fluid in mind. Toyota doesn't chase extreme performance. It builds transmissions conservatively, so they behave the same way year after year. Introducing a different fluid, even one labeled compatible, changes how the transmission behaves internally. Over the lifetime of a Toyota, the cost difference between genuine Toyota fluid and aftermarket fluid is minor. The cost difference between a healthy transmission and a failed one is massive. For Toyota transmissions, originality matters more than promises. Now we get to the mistake that destroys more Toyota transmissions than any other. A Toyota reaches 100,000 miles or more on original fluid. The owner finally hears the fluid should be changed and decides to correct the oversight. The intention is good, the timing is not. By this point, the transmission has adapted to its environment. Clutch packs have worn gradually. Pressure behavior has stabilized around that wear. The transmission isn't new, but it's working. When fluid is changed very late, especially after 10 years or more, that balance can be disrupted. Owners often describe the same sequence. The transmission felt fine before. Shortly after the service, shifting changes. Engagement feels delayed. Slipping appears. Torque converter shutter shows up. Then comes the estimate. $5,000 to $6,000. The fluid change didn't create the wear. It removed the environment the worn components had adapted to. That's why experienced Toyota technicians sometimes recommend leaving severely overdue transmissions alone. Not because fresh fluid is harmful, but because late maintenance is not the same as timely maintenance. To understand why, it helps to know what's happening inside a Toyota transmission as it ages. Transmission fluid does 3 jobs. It cools internal components, it lubricates moving parts, and it acts as a hydraulic medium to apply clutches. As miles accumulate, clutch material wears naturally. Tiny particles remain suspended in the fluid. That debris sounds bad, but some of it actually helps aging clutches continue to grip. It becomes part of how an older transmission keeps functioning smoothly. At the same time, debris slowly accumulates in sensitive areas like the valve body. That's why fluid can't be ignored forever either. The transmission needs balance, not extremes. When very old fluid is replaced all at once, especially using aggressive methods, that balance disappears instantly. Weaknesses that were hidden are suddenly exposed. This is why Toyota transmissions don't usually fail because of one service. They fail because service was done too late, too aggressively, or too often. And that brings us to the next critical distinction Toyota owners need to understand. A flush is not the same thing as a drain and fill. They sound similar. They are not. A flush replaces nearly all of the fluid at once by cycling fluid through the system. On newer Toyotas with documented service history, this can be acceptable if genuine Toyota fluid is used. On older or high-mileage Toyotas, a flush is often too aggressive. It removes too much fluid too quickly and strips away the environment the transmission has adapted to. A drain and fill replaces only the fluid in the pan. It refreshes additives and detergents without shocking the system. For most Toyotas, especially those with mileage, this is the safer approach. Understanding that difference is how Toyota owners avoid the mistake that turns a working transmission into a problem that costs $6,000. Because with Toyota transmissions, what you do matters. But when you do it, matters even more. Once owners understand that timing matters more than intention, the next question becomes obvious. What actually happens when transmission fluid ages inside a Toyota? This is where most explanations fall apart, because people either oversimplify it or turn it into fear. The truth is quieter and more mechanical. Toyota transmission fluid doesn't suddenly go bad. It changes slowly. Heat cycles break down additives. Shear forces thin the fluid. Microscopic clutch material becomes suspended in it. None of that is catastrophic by itself. In fact, a properly maintained Toyota transmission is designed to operate normally as these changes happen. Problems start when fluid condition and service timing drift too far out of balance. In a Toyota transmission that has been serviced on schedule, fresh fluid restores cooling ability, replenishes additives, and keeps hydraulic pressure consistent. The transmission doesn't need to relearn anything drastic because the change happens gradually over its life. But in a transmission that has gone far beyond its service interval, everything inside has already adapted. Clutches don't grip the same way they did when new. Pressure regulators compensate. Shift timing subtly adjusts. The transmission isn't failing, it's surviving. That's why late fluid changes are risky. When old fluid is suddenly replaced, especially all at once, the friction characteristics change immediately. The transmission control system doesn't have time to adapt smoothly. Worn clutch material that was previously helping engagement is gone. Pressure that was borderline becomes insufficient. This is when owners feel slipping or delayed shifts and assume the fluid caused the problem. In reality, the problem was already there. The fluid change simply removed the buffer that had been masking it. This is also why flushes deserve extra caution. A transmission flush doesn't just replace fluid. It actively circulates new fluid through the entire system, often under pressure. On a newer Toyota with a documented service history, this can be acceptable if genuine Toyota fluid is used and the procedure is done correctly. On an older or high-mileage Toyota, a flush is often too aggressive. It strips away debris too quickly. It disturbs sediment that has settled harmlessly. It changes internal conditions faster than the transmission can adapt. That's why many experienced Toyota technicians avoid flushes altogether on higher mileage vehicles. Not because flushing is inherently evil, but because it removes too much stability at once. A drain and fill behaves differently. Only the fluid in the pan is replaced. Some old fluid remains in the torque converter and internal passages. This creates a gentler transition. Additives are refreshed without shocking the system. The transmission has time to adjust. For many Toyotas with mileage, repeated drain and fill services spaced out over time are far safer than one aggressive flush. Another area where owners get misled is fluid color. There's a persistent belief that transmission fluid must stay bright red to be healthy. The moment it darkens, people panic and rush into service. This belief causes more harm than good. Toyota WS fluid in particular darkens naturally after relatively low mileage. This color change is normal. The dye added by the manufacturer fades long before the fluid loses its ability to protect. Color alone is not a reliable indicator of fluid condition. Changing transmission fluid repeatedly just to chase a bright red appearance introduces fresh detergents over and over again. Those detergents are designed to clean. Over time, excessive cleaning can become aggressive. In older Toyota transmissions, too much detergent activity can slowly attack clutch material and rubber seals. This leads to slipping, harsh engagement, and leaks that weren't present before. Over-maintenance can be just as damaging as neglect. Toyota transmissions prefer stability. Another common source of anxiety is the transmission filter. Many Toyota owners assume the filter must be replaced every time the fluid is changed. In reality, Toyota transmission filters are designed to last a very long time. They're built to handle normal internal wear without clogging. Replacing the filter often requires removing the transmission pan, which adds labor cost and introduces risk. In most cases, replacing the filter provides little benefit unless there has been severe contamination, internal damage, or completely incorrect fluid used. For the majority of Toyota owners, timely fluid changes with the correct fluid are far more important than chasing filter replacements. This brings us to the phrase that causes endless confusion: sealed for life. When Toyota says a transmission is sealed, it does not mean the fluid lasts forever. It means the transmission does not have a traditional dipstick accessible from the engine bay. The fluid still exists. It still ages. It still performs the same harsh job it always has. Toyota seal transmissions based on warranty expectations and emissions consistency, not because the fluid is immortal. Transmission fluid operates under heat, pressure, and friction every time the vehicle moves. Over time, that environment breaks down its protective properties. Wear particles accumulate. None of that stops because the transmission lacks a dipstick. If sealed truly meant lifetime, Toyota transmissions would never fail. But they do, most often when fluid is never serviced at all. Understanding this distinction helps owners avoid both extremes. Ignoring the fluid entirely is risky. Over-servicing it is also risky. Toyota transmissions last when maintenance happens on time, not when it happens constantly or too late. And this is where long-term owners make better decisions. They don't chase perfection. They chase consistency. They don't react to internet panic. They respond to mileage and time. They don't treat the transmission as fragile. They treat it as a system that rewards balance. Once you understand how Toyota transmissions age internally, the conflicting advice starts to make sense. People aren't always wrong. They're often talking about different stages of the transmission's life. And that understanding is what separates a transmission that quietly reaches 300,000 miles from one that becomes a problem that costs $6,000. Because with Toyota transmissions, longevity isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right thing at the right time. By the time a Toyota transmission actually fails, the damage usually started years earlier. Not with one bad service. Not with one missed interval. But with confusion. Mixed advice. Good intentions applied at the wrong time. That's why the safest Toyota owners aren't the ones chasing every recommendation or reacting to every opinion. They're the ones who understand where their transmission is in its life and make decisions that match that stage. A new or low-mileage Toyota transmission is straightforward. Service it on time. Use genuine Toyota fluid. Avoid shortcuts. At that stage, maintenance is preventative, not corrective. The transmission is still building its long-term baseline. That's when fluid changes do exactly what they're supposed to do. They restore cooling capacity. They maintain hydraulic pressure. They prevent varnish and sludge from forming. They help the transmission age evenly. Problems start when owners skip that window and try to fix it later. Once a Toyota transmission has gone far beyond its service interval, the strategy changes. Not because Toyota designed it poorly, but because wear has already been accommodated internally. The transmission isn't broken, it's adapted. At that point, aggressive service can do more harm than good. This is where experienced technicians pause instead of rushing. They look for symptoms first. Smooth engagement, no slipping, no harsh shifts, no delayed response. If the transmission is functioning normally at high mileage on original fluid, many experienced Toyota technicians will recommend leaving it alone. That's not ideal maintenance. It's risk management. It's acknowledging that late maintenance isn't the same as early maintenance. That decision frustrates owners who want certainty. But certainty doesn't exist once a system has aged past its service window. All you can do is choose the lower risk path. Another thing longtime Toyota owners understand is that not all services are equal. A drain and fill is not a flush. A flush is not maintenance, it's intervention. On older transmissions, a drain and fill refreshes additives gradually without shocking the system. It allows the transmission to adapt slowly. Repeating that process over time is far safer than replacing everything at once. That's why many high-mileage Toyotas survive for years after careful, conservative service decisions. Not because they were pushed hard, but because they were left stable. This same mindset applies to fluid color, filters, and additives. Dark fluid doesn't mean failed fluid, it means aged fluid. Toyota WS fluid darkens early by design. Color alone doesn't tell you what's happening internally. Transmission filters rarely clog under normal wear. Replacing them unnecessarily introduces risk and cost without much benefit. Additives rarely help and often interfere with how Toyota engineered the transmission to behave. Toyota transmissions don't need help, they need respect for their design. And that brings us back to the sealed for life myth. Toyota never promised lifetime fluid, it promised predictable performance within warranty expectations. Beyond that, ownership decisions matter. Transmission failures don't usually come from bad design, they come from misinformation, neglect, or poorly timed maintenance. Sometimes all three. That's why two identical Toyotas can have completely different outcomes. One reaches 300,000 miles quietly. The other becomes a transmission replacement story. The difference isn't luck. It's understanding. Toyota builds reliable vehicles, but reliability isn't automatic. It depends on informed ownership, on knowing when to act and when not to, on resisting panic and avoiding overcorrection. The most reliable Toyotas aren't owned by people who do everything. They're owned by people who do the right things at the right times, and then leave the rest alone. If there's one takeaway from all of this, it's simple. Change Toyota transmission fluid early and on schedule. Use genuine Toyota fluid. Avoid aggressive flushes on older transmissions. Don't chase color. Don't react to opinions without context. And above all, understand your Toyota before you touch it. If this cleared up confusion you've had for years, tell me what you drive and how many miles are on it. I see every comment, and those details help other owners understand what stage their transmission is in. Toyota rewards owners who respect how it's engineered. Do that, and the transmission will usually return the favor, quietly, smoothly, and for a very long time.